My name is Karina Diaz. I am an MD PhD student at the University of Washington. Okay, I have the PhD. I'm just an MD student now. But I have been in school for a very, very long time. Today I am here as the national president of the Latino Medical Student Association. I will tell you right now that when I started medical school or when I was an undergrad, I never thought I would be the national president. I had barely heard of LMSA. And so what I want to share with you a little bit is my story. And to share my story, I'm going to ask you some questions. I might ask you to stand up because we know it's going to be a long day. So please stand up if English was not your first language. Okay. Stay standing or stand up if you are the first in your family to go to college. Stay standing or please stand up if you are the first in your family to be born in the United States. Please stand up or stay standing if you said you were going to be a doctor when you were a little kid. Now, how many also said, maybe I want to do research? It's what I thought. You can all take your seats now. So I grew up in California. I grew up in the Bay Area, and I'm the eldest of 4 girls to Latino parents. Now, I am lucky that my parents told me, well, my mama told me, vas a ir a Stanford. That was her way of letting us know we were gonna get educated, because that was the only way they knew we could get ahead, because that's why they came to the United States. I have yet to go to Stanford, but I am still an MD PhD. And throughout this path, there often are people that will tell you, are you sure? Is that what you want to do? Don't you want to be a mom? Don't you want to have a family? Are you done yet? And this is where you have to kind of decide for yourself, because everyone will ask you, but you got to make those decisions for yourself. And so, yes, I have 2 of my younger sisters that are married and own houses and have kids. I just got married a few months ago. And I am okay with that. I am happy with that. I love my nephews. There is no way I'm gonna have a baby right now. But I have time. It's okay. So I want all of you to know that maybe this is a long career. No, not maybe. It is a long career. But each of us has time to also do life. And it all comes at your own time. And so as part of that trail, I became involved in LMSA because I realized I didn't know how to get to where I am today. And through LMSA, I learned about the different medical schools. I learned more about the MD PhD path, and then eventually became the person in LMSA West that every other student in LMSA would send potential researchers to. Because for the LMSA West, MD PhDs are not as common as they are in the Northeast. But I'm working on changing that. And that's part of the reason I've come this far in LMSA, because I want to continue to push and encourage research for everyone. Because the more we have people of color in research, that also means we have more diverse research, whether it be in basic science or clinical trials or public health work, it doesn't matter. What matters is you are there and you have your mentality that you got from how you grew up and where you grew up, and can take that and expand it and help teach others, right? And hopefully, I mean, the plan is you make money off of it. So welcome. Welcome everyone to the 17th National Conference and the 49th Northeast Conference. Today we are celebrating 50 años de comunidad. So we are here to foster service, learn and continue to pursue health equity, and work on leadership skills, learn from the current leaders so that you can one day become those leaders. One of y'all will hopefully be in my position a few years from now. And because we are celebrating 50 years, y'all need to know how LMSA started. And so LMSA was started in the 1970s and 80s by Hispanic and Latino medical students that recognized the need for support for that community once they got to med school, because one, there's so few of them, few of us still. And the way that they teach you to learn is not the way that we are good at learning most of the time. And so we come together to talk about it, to help each other. And the first one that we know of, based on what we found so far, was founded in the Northeast at Harvard, and it was called Boricua Health Organization. In the next 10 years, each of the regions established their own form of LMSA, each called something different. We then later came together to be what we are today, the Latino Medical Student Association. And so we thank our history and we thank the people that helped found us. And just so you know, one of those founders is here today. Dr. Carrillo. So I don't know if that gives you a bit of perspective, but our founder is still alive and doing well. And working. So what that means is we have a lot of work left to do because we are still here talking about similar topics. We've gotten better, but there's still work to be done. So let's hope that we will be here in 50 years and have this conversation be a very different one. To tell you more about LMSA, we all know we're from 5 regions, and at this point, we have over 130 chapters, over 40 states. Hawaii, we're still missing. We're working on you. I mean, I would love a conference in Hawaii. But in all seriousness, the mission of LMSA is very much what I've talked about already. We want to unite and empower medical students. And we want to advocate for the health of the Latino community. Those are always our main goals. And we do that through education, through advocacy, and by providing these leadership opportunities so that we learn in a safe environment how to lead others, so that when we reach the ranks where there might not be as many Latinos, or maybe not even be a Latino in leadership, you won't feel scared to take on one of those leadership positions because you already have that experience. We were founded with the goal of unifying, of providing service to others. We are here to mentor each other, to educate each other, and advocate for each other. And that is why earlier today, there were sessions specifically for our faculty and our mentors who are also still learning from each other and working to advocate for us and for themselves. Now, in addition to all those awesome, wholesome things that LMSA does, we provide our LMSA members, dues-paying members, some additional perks. And just as a huge shout out for all of our 4th-year medical students, that have just submitted their ranking list. Can y'all stand up? When you are it's your 4 years in LMSA or longer, you are given a free stole or sarape on your graduation so that you can wear it and show with pride that you've been a part of LMSA. There are obviously other benefits. We have scholarships, we have mentorship, and we have discounts. I wanted to highlight these two because they've been partnerships that we've had with these companies for a little while. In specific, Magoosh has been my pet project. And I was so excited to be able to create a partnership with them where they provide 1 year of free MCAP prep to any of our active members who qualify for the AAMC Financial Assistance Program. Now, I don't know about you, but free MCAP prep sounds real good. Because if you look at how much it costs, it can be very prohibitive. And so these are the things that I work for because it means they can make a difference in how many Latino students can apply to med school and feel like they're gonna get in. It's not a cheap process either. And so we provide scholarships for that too. And so the goal of LMSA is to try and facilitate as much as we can with what we have. In addition, we just created a partnership with Sketchy. For those who are in med school now, y'all know Sketchy. Sketchy Micro, Sketchy Farm. Now we get a 50% off discount with them. And so please sign up. Sign up form will be sent out soonish. Everyone knows how useful that is. And if I start mentioning like rotavirus and the riverboat, y'all know what I'm talking about. And so that goes to show how we know that there are certain resources that are helpful. And so those are the partnerships that we are trying to make with the people that we know will actually help. Now, for our meeting, I do want to set some ground rules. I want you all to listen and learn, because that's the point. It is supposed to be fun. You're meeting a lot of new people, but also listen and learn. Be prepared. Y'all have access to all the workshops, the posters, the exhibitors. Make a list of who you want to make sure you hit up before you head out today. Stay engaged. I know it's a long meeting. We got all of the rest of today and all of tomorrow, but everything we've planned is to your benefit. Remember, respect is key. Respect others around you. We might all have different opinions, but the point is we're here to learn about each other's opinions. Also have respect for yourself. We are here to have fun. I want y'all to have fun safely. Yes, there might be drinks at some point. There might be people going out to the bars and clubs. Great, get to know Philadelphia. But I hope I do not see anyone chilling out in the lounge because they couldn't quite make it to their room. So be a professional. Today, I see everybody looking pretty sharp. Love it. This is how you show people that you know how to be a professional, because y'all are going to be judged by the way you look before anything else. So look the part. And finally, trust the process. We've been doing this for 49 plus years. And there is a reason that this year we have almost 800 people registered. This is one of the largest conferences. So thank you all so much for being here, and I want you to enjoy it. Now, I also want to thank these 8 individuals especially. On the top, we have Bianca, Juan, Dr. Sanchez, and Donald. Are they in the room? Can y'all stand up? Who's here? What is it? Oh no. I fixed it. Donald. In addition to Malik, Stephen, Mauricio, and David, who were the conference organizers this year. Without these 8 people, this would not be what it is today. So thank you all so much for all the work and effort you put into this. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you all Doctora Elena Rios.